Oh, hey, you're awake. Good morning. Oh, I suppose some explanation is in order. You're tied up for your own good. You, uh, you don't want to wake up startled in a strange location and then, start flailing around and running off and maybe hurt yourself because you don't know where you're going and, it's kind of dark in here. This cabin doesn't have any electric. Plus, if you got out of the cabin, we're so far out in the middle of nowhere. There are so many animals out there. I wouldn't want you to go out and get lost and then, found by a wolf or a grizzly. I don't know if there are grizzlies in this area, but cougars, mountain lions, pumas? I saw a really snarky looking raccoon. Well, anyway, whatever's out there, I don't want you to end up running into it. It could be dangerous. And the whole reason I brought you here was to take care of you, so can't have that. What's that? Oh, I can't understand you. You've got a gag. Oh, let me take that out. There you go. Why? Well, I just said why. Because I'm gonna take care of you. I've been watching you. I know that you haven't been taking very good care of yourself, and so somebody had to. Oh, no. No, you weren't. Not really. You're in a rut. You wake up and go to work, and then you come home. You'll watch videos or play video games, and then you go to sleep. And then you wake up, and you go to work, and you come home, and you watch TV or play video games, and you go to sleep. You go grocery shopping around the same times. You order food around the same times. If you see friends on the weekends, it'll be the same friends at about the same times, doing the same things. It's very routine. Taking care of yourself, it requires more than just being in a rut, doing the same boring things again and again and again. Which is not to say that you're boring. Not at all. But your routine, it lacks variety. It lacks spontaneity. It has no excitement. It's not healthy to be like that. It's not good for your mind. You need variety in order to flourish. So, that's why we're here. This is unlike anything you've ever experienced before, isn't it? I'm here to rescue you from your boring life. No. No, not against your will. It was a surprise. Totally different. It's just a surprise vacation. This would probably be different if you knew who I am. You don't know who I am, do you? Well, I live in your neighborhood, across the street and down a few. I noticed you when you moved in, and, I noticed you more when I realized that you work not too far from where I am as well. We take the same route to work every day. I'm usually behind you. Following. Oh, I've been meaning to ask, would you like to carpool? Oh, sure. Um, but you will. You'll get to know me, and I'll get to know you better, and we're gonna get to know each other really well. Because we're gonna be together for a while. You know, having an adventure. What kind of adventure? Well, I mean, we're out in the woods, right? So we could rough it. Rough it. I've never done anything like that before, but I got books, and I bought supplies at the market that is just down the road about 10, 15 miles. They sell a lot of hunting and fishing supplies. And I've never been fishing before, but I spoke to the owner, and he told me that there is trout and bass in the river here, and he sold me all of these supplies. So we should be good. We should be plenty good. I did bring food in a cooler because I don't know how long it takes to catch fish, but once that runs out, we're going to be on our own. We'll be roughing it. It'll be quite the adventure, living off the land for a while. Oh, but don't worry. I'm not planning on having us stay here that long because, we wouldn't want it to get boring. After we've had our fill of roughing it and living off the land, we can move on. We can just move on to the next adventure. I have a van that has just about everything we need. We could do the whole van life thing, traveling from place to place, seeing the country, and getting to know different people in different places, and even taking on jobs in different places so that we can get gas money to go to the next place. It'll be exciting, always different, always an adventure, and never boring for you, because you deserve a better life than just the routine. You were made for something more exciting than that, for bigger than that, for more interesting than that. I know you were. You were never meant to be just another office drudge. You shine. You stand out in a crowd, and you shouldn't have to live the same life as everybody else in that crowd. Eventually it will just wear you down. It'll just dim your shine. I've noticed it starting to happen. You don't look as excited to go to work as you used to be, and you don't smile like you used to. You seem like you're in a fog. Like you're just going through the motions. Like you're not feeling the adventure of every day. You did. When you first moved to the area, you were excited. You were happy. You were interested. And now you've just lost a bit of that. But we're going to get it back. We're going to stop that. We're going to stop that right in its tracks because, like I said, you deserve better. You were meant for better. Oh, but you were. You really were. And I can't tell you how sad it makes me that you don't know how special you are. But of course, that's part of what makes you special. You don't even know how wonderful you are. I see it, though. I see how people respond to you. I see how you make them smile. I see how you make them laugh. I see the way you make them happy. The way you make me happy. just to look at you. Uh, and and sometimes when you stop at a store, I'll stop at the same store. I hear the way you joke with the cashier. I see the way you help old ladies get things off of higher shelves that they can't reach. I see how you are with other people. And sometimes at night, when you're playing video games or watching TV, I pay closer attention. I can hear through your window the way you encourage your friends, the way you're there for them, the jokes you make, the things that you care about when you're watching television and something makes you happy or something makes you sad. You're special. Everything about you is special. So, I'm here to make your life special, too. You should never have fallen into such a dreary existence. Fate should never have let that happen, but I'm here to fix it. I'm going to make sure that you get everything you deserve. You understand, right? You understand that that's why I had to take you away from that place. That's why I had to take you out here. That's why we had to be together. Because you needed me to rescue you from that. And I needed you. I needed to be near you. Really near you. Not just in your shadows, not just following you. I needed to be here with you. You understand, right? You understand why I had to do this. For both of us. So, I can untie you. And you're not going to try to run off and get lost or get away from me. Because if you tried to get away from me, I would have to chase you down, and then we wouldn't be as happy together on this adventure, now would we? I mean, it would still be an adventure. I would be willing to do that for you, but I would rather if we were in it together. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'll untie you then. This is going to be so much fun. Hey, you cupcakes. I hope everyone's doing well today. I've got to thank you guys for the response that you gave to my Pirate Queen recording. I was very pleased when I came up with the idea for that. And to anyone telling me that it's a captain, not a queen, you know who you are. No, my ship, my rules. I want to be the queen. Well, that's a statement for the ages, isn't it? Tell me you've had too much praise lately without telling me you've had too much praise lately. Speaking of which, oh my goodness, I've got a challenge for you guys. The guys, especially the guys on my Patreon, the gays on my Patreon, the gays on my Patreon too. But the guys on my Patreon, you guys are very complimentary and very sweet and very kind and very flattering when you change your names and say nice things about me. But I have a challenge for you. I want you to say something nice. It's not going to be much of a challenge because you guys are really kind to each other as well. I want you to say nice things to each other and about each other when you change your names now. Because I like it, but also it is not good for anyone to have this many compliments in a day. It is just not healthy. So, do me a favor, help me out. You guys are such good cheerleaders. Like all of you, you're such good in the comments, in the Patreon, in the name changes. You guys are such good cheerleaders. I want you to cheer each other on as well. Thank you. Love you guys. Speaking of love, oh my goodness, Ninetales Scripts. I am so proud to be friends with this guy, and so proud to have known him from like when he first came onto Xena's server, and I used to call him Backup Aether. And he was he was such a good sport about it, and so charming about it, and so pleasant about it. And I bring him up because like I have to say thank you because I have little known fact, I have a marble collection, and he got me a very pretty marble. I like it very much, so I have to say thank you to him. But I'm also super proud to like be friends with this guy because he came to me very early on when he was thinking of writing scripts or talking about writing scripts, and it was good. He was very good. He asked me what kind of scripts that I would like to see, and I told him. And now I like can't get hold of one of his scripts before people have like filled it 5 times over. He hit the ground running. He's such a good scriptwriter, and so I'm so pleased to have been one of the early cheerleaders for him. So thank you, Ninetales Script, you know, my baby. All right, time to welcome Pumpkin Zip to the Patreon. Thank you so much. It's so nice to have you with us, and I like that name, Pumpkin Zip. Pumpkin Zip. I can't even imagine where that came from, but I'm going to prod you and ask you, so be prepared. All right, time for the daily reading of the aliases. Abel is now... The papers call me the butcher, a name I surely earned. I owned half the city, and the other half I burned. Lion in Winter coming in with the riz with, if it be thus to dream, still let me sleep. Quasi Quafter, a city that has no boundaries, that will stretch as far as the eye can see. Duke is now Duke is a glass cannon when it comes to being smooth. Forces. Forces, whose name was, I think, attributed to Duke yesterday, has changed his name to also named Duke, apparently. I'm not salty about it. I mean, he may be a little salty about it. Okay, Bellamy is now, let's all go to the lobby, and grab ourselves a snack. And Christian Kaleapa is now, for what are dreams except for wishes that have yet to come true? And just like miracles, I believe in them too. Jack had the most beautiful one that I missed yesterday. He changed his handle to, let me love you when your heart is tired. And Marius Darkwolf, who continues the song with, on the 5th day of Dreaming This, my VA gave to me 5 vampire playlists. I hope Marius gave leeway for the days that I am not recording because I've missed a couple. Marius? Oh yes, he's good because there's still 7 days left in the song, and we have more than that. We still have 12 days left until Christmas from the time I'm recording, so we're good. We're good. We'll get to hear all of it before Christmas. And, as always, special shout out to the Pound Cakes and Bakers. I have not mentioned yet. Well, Pumpkin Zip I did mention, but welcome to the Pound Cakes and Bakers. Also, Flaws, Mr. Rickles, Anand, Sanant Sand, Goose, Old Bean UK, Kahlua Bear, Swaggy Llama, Cody, Art, Art Low, Pierce the Evening Star, and Tomberry Shuffle. All right, you guys, you have a great day, and please be as good to yourselves as you are to me. I will talk to you tomorrow.